Oh no, oh Jesus, oh God, oh fuck, I just got to the airport and, my luggage, I left it on the taxi and the taxi just left and my phone was in there and I can't even call back the taxi guy to get my luggage back and, and the name of this podcast is Buried.
Nice.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Buried Podcast. This is a show where we go out into the internet jungle and bring back hidden gems of the lore to the public seeing eye. As always, I am Declan Grogan, and with me is Dylan Ward.
I am the public seeing eye.
And Jimmy Brown.
Here he is, the artist formerly known as Jimmy Brown.
And Liam Mann.
It's me, the real Liam this time. No other trickery involved. It's really me. You can trust that it's me because of how much effort I'm putting in to explain it.
That's true. I actually have not been able to program a robot to fully explain itself. So that's how you know that's the real Liam.
That's the one faultiness of Declan's programming.
It's my one flaw.
my fatal flaw.
My fatal flaw. My Achilles heel.
I can't build robots that. Why didn't Achilles choose that? Because it's like, isn't it like the Greek thing? Like, isn't the myth of it is like Achilles, like, he got super strength, but he had to like choose a weakness in order to like get the strength, right?
No, it was that so there's this river that makes you immortal if you get dipped in, and the mom had to hold him by the heel and dip him in. But
right.
But newsflash, just dip his heel in afterwards as well. Like, just turn him around and dip his heel instead of just like banking on that.
Yeah, right. Or just like, can Achilles not swim? Just take a little dip.
Yeah,
just take a little swim.
He was a baby.
Yeah, but that's the thing. You throw a baby in a pool and it either sims or it doesn't swim.
Yeah, if that baby can't swim, you don't deserve immortality.
Newsflash, Jimmy. Catholic priests dips babies in water all the time, and no one throws a fit.
Yeah, and that follows the same rules, Achilles. That if they're adopted by their heel, and their heel does not go to heaven at the end because it was not dipped in the water.
Exactly.
That's why you'll notice.
If you put your whole body inside the river of the dead, then you're just gonna die. Isn't that the thing?
That's why you always don't put your heel in, so a little bit of you isn't dead.
Yeah, but is it the river of the dead? Like, why would the river of the dead give you superpower?
It's the river Styx.
Right, but it's not like, well, I mean, I guess, but like, why does it, like, I guess.
If I stab a dead guy, is he gonna die again?
Give you immortality.
Yeah, why does that make you superpowered?
You're dead.
Well, it gives you the properties of the dead.
And what kind of like water is like, as soon as that heel goes underwater, I'm killing this guy. And, like, just like waiting for that to happen.
Yeah, like all like the dead people. It's like the Tom and Jerry cartoon. Like all the dead people, like they have like the napkins tied around their necks, and then they have the fork and the knife. They're like, I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him.
One of these days.
And then Achilles goes beep and runs away.
You're gonna get a big tooth full of heel.
Yeah, and then Achilles runs away, and then a small mouse bops the ghost with a 2x4, and it goes, ow!
and the thing goes, ow!
Yeah. Okay. Have I talked about this with you guys? The one thing I remember about Tom and Jerry is, like, Tom's got all his classic screams. Like, they're all, like, because it's an old cartoon, so it's, like, those old, like, sound files of someone going, like, oh, like those ones.
Exactly.
But the one that I always come back to, the one that is, I just want to know more about, is the one, the one I'm talking about, like, whenever he gets, like, hit really hard, there's one that's just,
it's like a real ass dude screaming, right? Like,
yeah, it's literally just like him just going like at the top of his lungs. Like,
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Did we talk about this on the podcast? I almost like swear that we talked about because like the Tom and Jerry very realistic human screaming.
Maybe we did. I don't know, but it's just something that maybe I think that it highlights how much this really sticks with me. Because I think it's just like such a funny, like, it's too, like, it really reinforces like how it's like the one moment, because I feel like we don't, when you watch Tom and Jerry, you don't realize like how violent it is, like, because it's cartoons, but like they really beat each other. But I feel like that scream is the one, like, is the brief moment when you like get to like when you kind of clicks your body, like, holy shit, like Tom just got like smacked with a lead pipe in his brain.
He's in agony
really
right now.
Brings down the Tom and Jerry universe to to understandable level.
Okay, someone
makes-
could make a lot of like good meme dollars on like making a episode of Tom and Jerry where there's no music at all to really like highlight the fact that it's
my
like a
God.
very violent cartoon.
Yeah, no, and it's also like they just replace the audio with like really like Tom like Jerry like smacks him on the forehead and like Tom goes down, but he doesn't scream at all. He's just like silently holding his head, and you can hear him whispering like, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I can't see, I can't see.
Oh,
I'm gonna go.
you know what they
I'm gonna go to cat hell.
Oh my
what they
brain,
should do
oh
is,
my brainstem."
they should make it like Mortal Kombat. Like he hits him over the head with the hammer, and it like does an X-ray of Tom's skull being crushed.
I was just thinking like the noises of just like like Tom like throws a punch and just Jerry's ribcage collapses inwards.
Just every time they just hit each other like a realistic like slapping noise like they're just going at it.
Yeah, and it's just like it's like the episode where Jerry is finally fed up with Tom chasing him, and like Tom is like he runs him down an alley, and then Jerry whistles and like 10 like other mice with like lead pipes, they come and they start like just beating Tom like have you ever seen Casino?
No, I have not, but I think
There's
I know what
there's
you're
a movie.
talking about.
There's a scene where like the rival gang like they trick him into going to a cornfield, and then they just like beat him to death with like baseball bats.
They just play
So
the
it's
audio from that clip.
just like they just like and like Jerry's like no please come on I didn't want no come on.
Not even human. It's cats screaming. Just
Like you hear like bones breaking and like all like a visceral like just awful like audio. They edit it so there's like panning, so it's like surround sound as well, so everyone can hear every detail of Tom's misery.
And then
Oh
and
boy,
then,
he really should have been fully dipped in the river Styx.
and then the last beat of the episode, it's a close up on Jerry's face, and he's sitting there and he's holding a cigarette in two hands because he's very small, and he takes it up to his mouth and he takes a drag and he goes, "That's all, folks."
Just blows it, and like it's not Jerry's voice at all. Like it breaks all that Jerry's voice is. It's a very deep like that's all, folks. Like just a real
That's all,
man.
folks. Yeah, and then he blows smoke. He blows smoke, and it like curls into the end, and then he goes, "But da 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 da."
oh.
I wish that they had real actors do like voices for Wile E. Coyote and stuff, where it's like, I'm setting up this trap for the Roadrunner. Like,
I will get you this time, you darn turkey. I'm gonna paint this wall to look like a long tunnel, so maybe he'll run at it really hard.
you'll run into it and be flattened, and then it goes through. It's like, what the? He went through the painting?
What the? And he goes, sure. He's like, I am now going to drop this big safe on this other side of this seesaw. Surely this will not backfire on me. And then he goes, and then he looks at the camera and just goes, uh-oh.
All the kids are like, this sucks. I hate the coyote.
You know, it turns out like, yeah, that was like from a budget meeting of like the Warner Brothers. They like sat the creators down. They're like, hey, like up at the top offices, we love what you're doing. You're doing a great job. But we're gonna make one little change. It's a little bit too violent. We need to make it more. We need to make these animal characters more relatable to our human audiences. So here we have our voice actor Melvin O'Houlihan, and he's going to voice the coyote from now on.
Hi,
And
I'm
Melvin's
Melvin
just like,
O'Houlihan.
Hello, I'm Melvin O'Houlihan.
Like, Melvin, do you do any funny voices? Oh, I do this really funny one. It's an impersonation of Nixon. Hi, I'm Nixon.
It sounds just like Nixon.
I'll get you next time, Roadrunner. He keeps being like, I'm gonna drop this anvil on the Roadrunner. Hopefully it doesn't land on my head. Like, Melvin, can you please stop giving away the punchline to every single one of the coyote? It's not in the script. You keep doing it on your own accord. You keep giving it away before it happens.
Boy, I sure hope that this TNT doesn't end up near me after I run away to go and push down on this lever. Oh, as you can see, the bird has picked up the dynamite and is approaching me faster than I'll be able to react. I hope that I can control myself not to push down on the lever. And then he pushes down on the lever.
Oh,
Man, I sure hope I'm not forced into a situation in which I run off a cliff, but then I look down and I realize that I've ran off the cliff already, and that I'm currently being suspended in midair, and then I held up a sign that says, "Oh no," and then I fall to my doom and then die on the ground below.
This is 10 times funnier. This is 10 times funnier when you imagine like the coyote looks at the camera and then the frame doesn't change at all. It's just the mouth moves. Like they didn't like make extra frames or anything else. He's just frozen in time saying this before he does it.
Yeah, there's no, like, he's not even, like, setting up the trap while he's doing it. He takes, like, a moment, he puts down what he's doing, and he looks at the camera and he says, "Hello, children."
Hello, Jeremy.
No, he literally isn't even playing a character. He just, like, looks at the camera and goes, "Hello, children. In this episode of Roadrunner versus Coyote."
I want you to imagine that I set up a really elaborate trap.
Yeah, the episode doesn't even play. He just explains what he's gonna do, and then the episode he goes, "But, well, that is all for now, fellow people."
You can't say fellow people. You're a coyote, Melvin. It's my favorite episode. All right, enough of these shilling out to Acme, Big Acme. Let's go on to do some topics.
Man, fuck Big Acme. Always dropping anvils on the little guy.
Yeah, they're trying to get it. They've cornered every market. What about like your local dynamite shop? Why do you have to go to Acme?
Yeah, why not go to your local locksmith and buy a ethically sourced safe that falls from the sky, and then the door opens and reveals that you've been hit by the safe. You know?
Because all right.
Gee, I never thought about it that way.
Like the falling anvil, I hope we segue nicely into this next topic.
Ooh.
Is that Melvin? Melvin here?
Is it Melvin?
Yeah, let's who wants to go first, guys?
I'll go first. I think I haven't gone first in a while.
Well, stepping up to bat.
Okay, so like last time, I think my my topic, it's a little bit simple. You know what I mean? It's similar to last time. It's a YouTube channel with a relatively simple premise. However, I think I really just get a big kick out of this one, just because I think it's a really good bit. So the channel I'm referring to is called Reaction Videos. It's in all caps, Reaction Videos.
Reaction videos!
Yeah, Reaction Videos! It's like, imagine someone grabbing you and shaking you and going, "Reaction Videos!"
Has this happened to you?
Has this ever happened to you? Call me right now, please. But this video has, this channel has 760 subscribers. And like, as I'm scrolling through the videos, there's a few that have like above 1,000, but typically they have, either like anywhere from like 100 to like 500 views. So, pretty small, pretty contained. And he posts fairly frequently. He posted actually a video an hour ago, called his video. He's reacting to the video Like a Boss, featuring Seth Rogen, uncensored version. Reaction, all caps, exclamation points. Right. So he's the typical reaction channel. Mm-hmm, but I think you'll notice that in his execution, I think he stands out above the rest. Because you see, this YouTube channel, it's a small child. He's probably maybe 11 or 12. But for every single one of the reaction videos, he's completely straight-faced the whole time. He doesn't react at all. Like, he has about 100 and I looked, he has about 120 videos. In every single one of them, it's just like he puts the video in the corner and he just sits and watches the video quietly, says nothing, and then the video ends, and that's the whole video.
That sounds great.
I love this kid.
I think I think it's like maybe it's like a parody of like reaction channels.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's like a bit. And it's also, I also like the description of his channel because it's one of those descriptions where like you can tell like the way the description is written, they're just trying to hit every single keyword they can. The about page is called Reaction videos are videos in which people react to events. In particular, videos showing the emotional reactions of people viewing television series, episodes, or film trailers are numerous and popular on video hosting services. The depicted persons may or may not be aware they are being recorded, and the video being reacted to may or may not be reproduced within the reaction video, allowing the reactions videos to see directly what is being reacted to. Videos are done when they are done. I edit with Vegas Pro 14. Leave me alone.
You said this kid's like 12?
Yeah, he's like 13, like 12, 13 years old. He's like
Wow.
a small kid. I also like how my favorite bit is the one where he's like people may or may not know that they are being recorded.
Yeah, does he know that he's on this YouTube channel?
Yeah, maybe this is like some weird social experiment where like there's just like someone's hacked into this kid's YouTube like webcam and they're like just playing what they see when he watches YouTube videos.
Whatever he happened to be watching that day, they post a video reacting to, SpongeBob compilation or something like that.
All right, that's kind of dark though, because then this real kid who doesn't know he's being watched stares straight face at a YouTube video, like one after another, never reacts in real time. It doesn't matter. This is just how he is in real life. Has never found a video to make him laugh. He's always on a quest to find the video on YouTube that will finally make him laugh.
It's the polar opposite of that one topic where the guy just smiles into the camera for hours. It's just the opposite where he just never smiles and it's a similar duration art.
Yeah, duration art piece where he's like, I just watch YouTube compilations for 3 hours and have no reaction whatsoever.
Yeah.
This kind of reminds me, in the parody aspect of, do you remember when Jax Films made this like viral video, and it got a bunch of reactions to it, like reaction channels. But he got so pissed off at this that he did a reaction to the reaction channel where he did nothing the whole time and just like smiled at it.
I think I've seen that.
That's the thing. I don't know. I
Creepy.
think in general, like reaction-based channels are pretty worthless. Like it's just like such nothing. Like, who cares what you think? Like, I don't
You're
know.
watching someone on YouTube watch something on YouTube. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
It's such like a full, like, we've come full circle of like, I feel like that's the kind of content that like boomers point to of like you know what I mean, like why like the
Nothing of
internet
value,
kills people. It's just like you're watching somebody watch something and like maybe I don't know, it's funny.
I feel like the Fine Brothers, they have like a lot better reaction stuff.
Yeah.
Like they do the whole like interviews after, like they try and find people who have things to say about it.
Yeah.
Instead of just
They made like games out of it. That
Yeah, that's true. For all the things like for all like the Fine Brothers shit, like for all that drama,
Exactly.
I think they did like they were like the first like good reaction channel. I think that's why they got so popular, because it's like everyone else like was just like they didn't put effort into it. Like reaction channels was just seen. I think it's the same thing that happened to like Let's Plays. You know what I mean? Like where the first people who made Let's Plays were just like, oh, I'm just gonna record myself playing a video game unedited.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll throw some commentary on. But then people became popular because they took that concept and like started putting effort into it. Like I love like the way like one of my favorite like Let's Players that I frequently watch is you guys. I'm sure you guys all watch Oni Plays. But like he edits his Let's Plays, like he like puts in the high, like, you know what I mean, he puts in the good bits, he adds like little things here and there, like just like a little bit of production value that it's like, oh, this is good to, like, this is effort, like the effort I think makes all the difference.
Yeah, that's very true. And like,
you're not gonna watch a Skyrim playthrough to like see the guy go up a mountain for 25 minutes straight,
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Yeah, and for all that, I mean, I don't care for the Fine Brother videos. I think like I used to a long time ago, but they at least are more focused on the people reacting. Like it's more like about, hey, like look at how these kids all deal with this one topic, and there's usually like a little bit of irony with like what it is. But
how do I even use this wall phone?
I don't think I've seen one in like 5 years, but I did used to watch them.
But like that's the way to do it. Like the video they're watching is secondary to the reaction.
Exactly.
Like, the
well, these guys who are just like, oh, I'm gonna react to this like episode of TV, and it's just like them watching TV. It's like almost like you're just uploading, like you're stealing their content basically.
It's like it's pretty much like light piracy.
Yeah, exactly.
It reminds me. It's like, to me, it's like that version of like you know how like when people were putting up like the B movie edits, like
Yeah.
like the B movie, but every time they say B, it does this.
Yeah.
But then there was that one that was like the B movie, except it's just the B movie. Please watch before it gets removed from YouTube.
That was a good day.
That was a good
But
day.
I think just one last note. I think that I really like about his channel, like description, is the fact of like how antagonistic he seems to be. Like he says, videos are done when they're done. I edit with Vegas Pro 14. Leave me alone. Because I feel like that right. There's the implication that he's got a very small portion of fame, so we're like harassing him. Like,
Right.
what do you use to edit?
What do you use to make your videos?
When will the next reaction video be out? When?
Leave me alone!
They're done when they're
People just-
done. Gosh, what a
yeah.
powerful statement.
What a beautiful piece of duration art.
Truly, this beats out Benjamin Benton. I forgot
Benjamin Benson, go fuck yourself. Get on this 14-year-old level.
They're not this 14-year-old's level. They don't need to be 3 hours long. They're done when they're done, Ben.
They're done. Duration art isn't always about duration, okay?
It's done when it's done. It's meant to be edited in Vegas Studio 14, Ben.
I bet, dude, Ben doesn't even use editing because it's just one long take. What a coward. What a fucking coward.
He uses Windows Media Player. Not even Windows Media Player 14.
Real men use VLC video downloader.
All right, I got a topic.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we can move on. That's essentially my topic.
So you guys, this is a pretty crazy story. It actually like just all went down this last week, and if you guys have heard of it, please don't chime in. I did a lot of research on this, and I want to talk about it.
Okay.
Hey, guys,
Guys,
let's just fucking...
let's not talk for the next 10 minutes, okay? And
Wait, okay, I'm not. No, please don't.
Let's
No,
leave
you
the
have
room
our rapt attention.
for 10 whole minutes.
for 10 whole minutes. Dylan,
I'm
the show's
gonna be
yours.
really mad if you do that.
No, I won't. I want to leave you high and dry. Hey, look,
All right.
Dylan. Hey, Dylan. I love you, man. All right, I'm not gonna leave you high and dry.
We're
Go
not
ahead.
going to lead you.
Hey, go ahead, Dylan.
Go
You want a
ahead.
massage?
Yeah,
hey, Dylan, you want a
Dylan.
massage?
Hey, Dylan, go right ahead.
Why didn't you say?
Yeah,
it as nicely
seriously, you
as the
should
other
really
two?
go ahead.
Dylan, just go ahead.
Dylan, just go.
It's your turn to
Okay.
talk.
It's your turn to
Dylan,
talk.
it's okay. Come out of your shell. Come
Have
on.
you guys ever
Wow.
played Club Penguin? Well, anyways,
Maybe.
Club Penguin closed on March 30th, 2017, and I'm sure you guys saw online a bunch of like different rip-off versions of Club Penguin sort of emerged in the wake of its closing. And one of these big are you guys not going to talk?
No, I'm.
No,
hey,
no.
Look, hey,
Oh, I
Dylan, I'm
thought
here
you
for
guys-
you. I'm massaging. Dylan, I'm here for you. It's okay.
Okay.
I love
anyway.
Go
No,
ahead,
but
buddy.
Dylan,
Go ahead.
that also no, because I was gonna chime in with Dylan, like like the famous Club Penguin ripoff, Albatross Committee.
Oh, the prequel to Animal Crossing, Albatross Committee. I love that game.
Oh yeah,
Um,
you
There
know,
you go.
So
The albatrosses need to get in line.
or the
Dylan-
or the sequel, Seabird Committee. Oh, wait,
Dylan,
did I already
think of
use
us as
committee?
the
I meant
wind
council.
beneath your wings.
Dude, Seabird
Penguins are
Council
right.
is a
Penguins do have
They do.
wings. They just
I
can't
think
fly.
they do.
one sec, I gotta Google it.
Hey Dylan, go ahead. Do your
Dylan,
topic.
what-
Dylan, do your topic.
Have you ever
Hey, Dylan.
seen a
All
penguin?
right, all
no,
right,
no.
all right.
Viewer,
So anyways,
viewer watching at home. Stop what you're doing right now. Google, do penguins have wings? Send us an email, yes or no.
Are they called? They could be called flippers. Hey, we don't know.
Okay, Dylan, go.
Yeah. So one of these big clones that popped up was Club Penguin Online. And when you went onto the website, I mean, shit, it looked like Club Penguin. I was seeing footage of it, and it basically the only difference between the classic Club Penguin that we grew up playing and this clone that was put up was that there were ads on the top and the bottom.
Weren't you
So
also
they
able
were-
to swear?
Say that again?
I think in a few of those clones, they also like took off the swear ban. Like anyone could just like.
Oh
say
yeah,
whatever
so
they
it
want.
would be Club Penguin, and there would be like dick
it's Club Penguin
pills
at
in your
night.
neighborhood. Get a big wang, like, and you're like playing Club Penguin right below. So Disney found their thing, their clone website, and was like, yo, this isn't cool. So they sent a strike, and they filed a lawsuit on July 19th of 2018. And the main guy who was behind this guy Riley, he got the information from Disney's lawyers, and Disney made a bunch of points. They're like, dude, you don't own Club Penguin, and we are doing Club Penguin Island now, so we want our players to play Club Penguin Island. So you guys are actively taking our customers. You are stealing from us. You are using our logo, and the icing on the cake was that when you boot into the game, it wasn't like the loading screen was just Club Penguin or like the word Club Penguin. It was Disney presents Club Penguin. It like has their official logo at the top, so it's like Disney stamp of approval. And so Disney was like, so give us everything, like hand it over. And so this Riley guy, he waits until the very last day to respond to Disney. And he responds in like the least formal way possible. He's just like, yo, people just want to play the classic Club Penguin. Like, can we keep this up? Like, we're just fans. Like, like we don't want our website taken down. Let us just play the game. And they were like, we'll make you a deal, Disney. We'll even link Club Penguin Island on our website. And Disney like, they didn't agree to it, but they didn't do anything. They just didn't move past that. They sent like a really well thought out email. I was reading through it, and it was it like the logistics of it, like there was no holes in it. It was, dude, this is our shit, not yours. You're making money through these ads. Stop. And they responded back, but the fans want to play. And then Disney didn't do anything, which I think is pretty hilarious.
I like to imagine that, like, secretly Disney doesn't have any power to, like, stop them. and so, like, they got the email that was like, no, we're not, like, come on, like, let us. And they're like, sir, what do we do?
They're like, have you read Clause 18? It's like, what does that mean? It's like, whoever is in control of the original Disney's Club Penguin is in control of Disney. They technically own the company. We can't, like, we're bluffing. We're running on fumes. We're trying to scare them to they're like, give us the company. Hey, that's ours. Give us the company. And they're like, they have the keys to the Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, and they're like, did you try sending them a cease and desist with the Mickey Mouse head on it? They're like, we sent them 20.
20.
So, continuing, it becomes very clear after their response by Riley that the team behind it, they're not lawyers. They're just regular people that are trying to put together a show to present something that a lot of people would enjoy. But then things started to go wrong. Certain members of the team got kicked off, and they started posting videos on YouTube where they're like, yo, this dude's a pedophile. And,
whoa!
Yeah, so the story just goes wild from there. It's revealed that this Riley character would he got a bunch of staff members. He enlisted people to help out that were volunteers, and then hacked them, figured out where they lived, got their addresses, all their personal information, and would threaten to dox them, threaten to swat them, just do all these horrible things if they wouldn't swat and dox other people that were disobeying this guy.
Holy shit.
Riley set up a Club Penguin fucking mafia and was gonna swat people if they didn't respond to him or if they didn't do what he wanted. And then screenshots started emerging where 14-year-olds would join the Discord server and be like, yo, can I be a mod? And he's like, send pics. And they're like, send pics of what? And he's like, nudes. And then they're like, no, I'm underage. He's like, I don't care. Like, it was like literally so incriminating from start to finish. They just got
He literally said, I am fully aware that you are a 14-year-old and I am hereby soliciting you.
Yeah.
He's like as incriminating as possible.
That reminds me.
Liam, you don't want to give Vespucci that kind of audio clip there.
Yeah,
Liam. He's gonna dox you.
Vespucci has been known to edit me out of context, like that one time. I love Hitler.
That brings me back because the thing was when the problem started emerging, right? None of those.
Do you guys remember when we talk about Hitler every podcast?
That was a really good era.
I like thinking back, like I can't believe that was like the running joke I decided to hang on to.
Just say Hitler as many times. Like we were all waiting for when you were gonna bring up Hitler in the show.
Yeah, it used to be. You know, that's the thing. I think I dropped it because it got less and less natural. Because like there was the first few times it was like it was like
like the first three episodes, like you genuinely just brought him up because it was what you were thinking about, which says a lot of like you at that time.
Yeah, I've really noticed. Obviously, we have Nestle going on a little bit right now, but we tend to have our running jokes like that singular. You'd almost say solo, like Solo,
like Disney's
Star Wars story.
Disney's Han Solo, but which brings us back to
Disney started to realize that they were breaking laws because people were complaining that they couldn't delete their accounts and their personal information after creating an account through Club Penguin Online, giving them their email address, and it was very specific. You have to use a Gmail address. You have to link a Gmail because that those aren't Yahoos, those aren't fake ones. That those you can get information on people because they're hoping that you'll use that Gmail on a bunch of other websites, and then they can just plug in and see all the different registrations you have for that Gmail, and then they've got your information. They got where you live.
Sure.
So it's just nuts. A guy reached out. I don't remember this part too well, but a guy reached out and he was like very formal. He talked to the Club Penguin online support Twitter and was like, "You guys are delete my account," and they're like, "We do not delete accounts." And he's like, "Well, you're not allowed to collect my information, so delete it." And they're like, "We do not delete accounts." And then he's like, "You are breaking COPA, GDPR, copyright." Like lists off all these things, and I was worried that Club Penguin Online wouldn't be able to, come up with a formulated response that would get them out of this massive hole that they've dug themselves into. But their response to being told that they were breaking national laws was, "We are following the relevant laws and legislation regarding data protection." And then nothing further.
So they're the NSA.
And then the FBI was like, "Damn!"
They got us.
Shit. The FBI's like, "Hey, get that back to us. That we own that site." And like they own the FBI. The website that if you read Article 19, it says that whoever has Disney's Penguin Online owns the FBI.
I feel like to me like that's like the equivalent of like how like old YouTube videos like when they used to post like they used to post just like songs on YouTube with like the lyrics and they would always open with like
This belongs to the artist.
No copyright intended.
I'm just a fan.
Yeah,
you don't burst into a bank and say, "I don't mean to intend to rob this bank."
You pull out a gun, you point it in his face, you say, "No robbery intended."
Your Honor, he was doing it for the Vine.
Your Honor.
Tell me more about the Club Penguin NSA. I want to know more.
Yeah, so this last week, Disney heard about that they were still running after Disney was like, "You are breaking all these laws, don't do it." They continued anyways. One of the things they said was, "We'll stop when this year of owning the title ends. We'll stop then." And they just kept going. So now Disney struck them down with the ban hammer. It is officially down. Nobody can go on this website, and it was bad because what would happen was it was unmoderated chat. There would just be pedophiles talking to kids, and that's obviously pretty awful. There was no parental supervision, no parental control when you were signing up for an account. And the screenshots of the dude asking for nudes got him picked up by the police. So his ass is booked, and I heard that he got bail, made bail, and then he broke bail. So this story's evolving. Club Penguin Online, it's very interesting. If you want to know more information, I would recommend a video by Some Ordinary Gamer. He did a very, very good job breaking this down.
All right, have any of you guys seen the the JonTron video about the World of Warcraft online thing?
Yeah.
Like World of Warcraft, like they updated all their servers and kept updating it, and a lot of the people really just wanted to play the old game, so they made those servers. And those guys would it was all non for profit, and all these people wanted to play it. It was very well tight. It was a tightly run ship, and then World of Warcraft still made them take it down without promising with making any legacy service whatsoever. And in that case, I was like, all right, well then they weren't making any money off their website and whatever else. So I could see that standalone legacy server that these guys were running, that feels like they're in the right. well, this is like a clear-cut case of how that can go wrong. And that's kind of nice to hear, honestly.
Yeah, and well, to be fair, I guess to play devil's advocate, I've heard because they and of course it's shitty that Blizzard didn't offer, in the World of Warcraft case, it's shitty that Blizzard didn't offer, because people clearly wanted to play vanilla World of Warcraft, but and the fact that they didn't offer a legacy server was kind of shitty. But I think at least the way copyright law works in America, I think you have to, you know what I mean? You have to pursue legal action for every single use of your name. Otherwise, that sets up a case where someone in this case where they can, you know what I mean? Because they can say oh, well, you didn't persecute these people, so they lose value. It sets up a precedent for them to be beaten later. So from a legal standpoint, they kind of have to send a cease and desist to everyone.
Okay, I mean, yeah, but
in some ways it is shitty. I also think copyright law in America is pretty shitty in general.
Yeah. Well, it's just so weird.
We need to have a revolution. I think we should overthrow the government.
That's what I'm fucking saying. Finally, fucking somebody say it. The first thing we do is we go to Disney, or we go to Nestle headquarters, and we burn them to the ground. We burn them to the ground, we take the chocolate, we give it back to the people. Everyone gets a bite of chocolate. Even little Johnny Two Shoes gets his little chocolate bit.
Woo! No taxation without chocolate syrup, is what I always say.
We have to switch the reserve currency from gold to Nestle chocolate. That's where the real money is.
The chocolate coins.
Gold. Think about it. Gold has no inherent value. Chocolate is tasty and delicious.
I want to live in that world and see a really dramatic scene between a mother and father where the dad can't stop eating the coins. It's you're eating our funds away. He's so dramatic about it.
Welcome back to the Buried Podcast. We have edible currency.
That's true.
This just in, our chocolatey overlords just wanted to remind you that our currency is still edible. Thank you for tuning in to the Buried Podcast.
We always bring up food-based currency in every
because someone needs to talk about it, Dylan. All right, it's gotta happen. Hey guys.
See, I just like to imagine I know it's not funny because I think sometimes these have ended poorly. But I guess just to me, the idea of a police standoff where the guy on one end is a meme runner, who started a meme, and he's just I'd like to imagine the Club Penguin Online, they burst out his door and he's got his he's got his house barricaded and the police just surrounding his house. He's screaming out the window Club Penguin Online forever! You will not shut us down! The people will have a voice!
Let their penguin heads roll!
All right, guys, why don't you come in for a little bit of nuggets?
Ooh.
Woohoo! Hey there. I feel like we haven't done this thing in a long time.
Yummy.
And, we're hitting all of our classic bases. Hitler, food-based currency, Club Penguin Online, things we bring up frequently.
Cotangle.
Cotangle, you see as well?
Hey, Cotangle, go grab me that fresh peach, will ya?
Remember when Cotangle had a voice, the first few episodes? Didn't you used to voice Cotangle?
Yeah. Cotangle used to talk, but then I cut out his tongue.
They got bonked on the head with a coconut. He can't talk anymore.
Man, yeah. I also remember when. Do you guys remember? It's a faint memory because I did get bonked on the head with a coconut quite a few times.
Yeah.
But I remember I said with this distant memory of Cotangle being a nice, kind. He never did anything weird. He never did anything strange. But then some sort of coconut bonking incident, and ever since then he's been acting kind of strange.
I mean, it's really unfortunate his name used to be Corey Wrangle, and we just shortened it down to Cotangle like he was some sort of monster. I don't know why we did that.
Yeah, and it's no, Vespucci, you don't need to hang those coconuts on the ceiling right above our heads. No, that's okay. Vespucci, no.
No, it's fine. Speaking of coconuts,
give me nuggets.
Yeah, we're going to nuggets here. Speaking of coconuts, actually, it's a great segue into Upvote Executor, which is a subreddit of 71,000 people on Reddit where they are trying to create the longest continuous Executor Pokemon neck. So if you go on this, it's the top of whatever, any page you go to, the top sticky post is the head of Executor, and then every other post is a segment of his neck with something else next to it. So they're making a one continuously never-ending neck of Executor that goes through all sorts of different variations and like weird GIFs and pictures. There's one of like SpongeBob. There's one that's like 3 ones long. That's just a cat next to it that stretches over 3 different posts. And it's just an effort of this community to make it the longest neck as possible.
It's amazing.
That's cute.
That's so cute.
Yeah, I think it's just a quick one that you can look at and just see. It's fun to just scroll down and see what people have made.
Do you think this subreddit got started because it was like someone just wanted to make a subreddit where he posted a funny picture of Executor, but when he posted the legs, it got so downvoted that it went to the bottom, and then he was like, "Oh my gosh, maybe I can."
What? All right. Explain to me. What was it about the legs that made people so pissed off, Liam? What did he do?
They were like, it's like, he imagine this Reddit community as a bunch of hungry wolves, and there are like just a bunch of a crowd. Oh, like the crowd from that one domestic abuse stand-up bit where he's like old people, and they're like, no. So basically, what they do is,
hey, everyone, can we take a pause? For those of you who have chose this episode to listen to first, the domestic abuse stand-up thing is a topic Liam did from very long ago.
Yes, okay.
It is not actually about domestic abuse.
Yes, okay. So basically, it was like a YouTube channel that was like it was anti-domestic abuse, but the way they went about it was kind of funny. They had just like people like being like, oh man, I love domestic abuse, and then everyone in the crowd would just go, no.
Yeah,
boo.
it was very on the nose what they were doing.
But I feel like
it worked.
But imagine that, yeah, right. Domestic abuse rates dropped 100%.
Okay. Back to right. So get back to that metaphor
like,
you're making.
But anyway, they're all like, he posts the head, and they're like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, I like this. And they post the neck, and they're like, oh yeah, okay. And then he posts the legs, and he's like, no, boo,
I don't like it.
no, this is fucking bullshit. This is fucking bullshit. This is fucking bullshit.
I expected another neck. Boo!
Boo! To the bottom with you.
Doesn't it makes you wonder though if the most downvoted post on the subreddit is the feed? Like, wouldn't you kind of want to be able to see that?
It would have to. I would like that to be the case, because I feel like it's one thing you can just sticky the head to the top of the subreddit. It's not that impressive to always have the head at the top. What would really be impressive is if you had the feet always at the bottom.
Yeah. And I kind of wonder, and there's got to be like 1,000 people who thought of that joke and did it, so now like the bottom of the subreddit is just a bunch of Executor feet.
Yeah, if you just go to if you sort by like the most controversial of all time, it's just all Executor feet.
It's not just the feet, people trying to get that ball rolling. All right, so second. I was
going to say, I have a proposition. Let's make our own subreddit where we only post Executor feet.
the tops and bottoms of the Executors that got cut off when they tried to make it into this subreddit. It's all that remains. It's the Upvote Executor battleground.
Was fat.
All right, this one's disturbing. This one's weird. Have you guys ever heard of long Furbies? Because I certainly hadn't.
Long
This is a subreddit called Long Furbies. It's like 12,000 people, and I guess it's a hobby where they take Furbies and they buy a bunch of like fabric and stuffing, and they extend the Furby into strange worm creatures.
Oh,
I like this.
But they have all these tutorials on how to do it, and there's so many of them. What really is upsetting is like the most upvoted long Furby is something called Handsome George. It's a Furby long Furby that's really long. It's black, and then it also has human hands on it, which is
that's awful.
It's very upsetting.
When I was listening to Jimmy react to this, Jimmy said, "Good, I like that." Jimmy, could you go ahead and turn on your webcam for all of us? Go ahead, do it. Okay. Oh my God! Jimmy just turned on his webcam, and he is a long Furby. It's revealed.
Oh!
Yes.
I have to slither away.
Oh, look at him slither away! Oh my gosh! Oh, the humanity.
Humanity. What do you mean humanity?
I'm making long Furby noises.
Oh, the antithesis of humanity.
It's like,
Wait
it's
a minute.
wild.
It turns out we've been recording this podcast with long Furby Jimmy instead of just Jimmy.
Gosh, see, that's a robot I've been working
Whoa,
on.
what the hell is that?
Oh, hey, regular Jimmy.
Yeah, get him out of here. That's a prototype. See, when I built Liam Bot, there were 20 prototypes you guys didn't see. One was a long Liam. So I'm working on long Jimmy Bot right now. And,
I thought you were gonna say Long Jimmy was a prototype of a Liam Bot. I was like, wow, you really missed the mark on that one.
Well, again, I can't get my robots to explain themselves. So I'm not the best scientist there is.
No, not at all.
No.
Okay.
Far from it, I'd say.
Who's next?
Yeah. That's it.
Sorry.
I just wanted everyone to see long Furbies and that and know that exists.
Play the Nugget outro.
Oh shoot! Here we go. And that was Nuggets. Hey.
I can't believe I was the one that reminded you to play the ukulele.
Liam, are you into ukulele now? Are you joining on my quest to ruin every podcast with ukulele music?
Oh no! Declan is asking me to explain myself, and I can't do it because I'm actually a ukulele loving Liam Bot.
No.
See, I was able to. The reason that bot was able to explain himself at the beginning of the episode was because I programmed in that specific script to be said the moment he started, so you guys wouldn't think he was a robot.
Hey guys, I just got out of the shower. Declan, did you build another robot of me?
Yeah, I'm really trying to phase you out of the podcast. This is the second episode that you've joined like 50 minutes late.
You're trying really hard.
All right, let's bring us home, Jimmy.
All right. So I have a little topic this time. It's another subreddit. It's called r/one word band. One word ban rather, like BAN.
Okay.
It has 6,000 subscribers. There are 9 people on it right now, and so there's a reason it has such a slow sub count, even though a lot more people were at one time part of it. Basically, every single week, a new word of the English language is banned from the subreddit.
Oh, awesome!
Right? And you can't say it on the subreddit. It's like slowly destroying the English language, so to say, is what they say. But they don't tell you which word it is.
All right, well, that's a little confusing,
each week.
Actually.
No, that's fine.
Yeah,
so the only way to you have to be very careful of what you say.
Exactly, yeah. People try and figure out what it is for the week, and then a bunch of people figure out and like talk about it without actually talking about it. And everything is slowly descending into chaos on this subreddit.
Well, so do we know some of the words that have been banned so far? Because if they banned the word "the," that's it, we're done. The English language is
obviously,
over.
Stuff like that. There's also a bot that automatically bans people who say the list of words. I believe there's a I think they start. I think they've started a new fresh slate pretty recently. But I'm pretty sure there's a list of previously banned words somewhere.
Hey,
I'm not sure though.
This is
because that's just part of the fun.
Oh, Jimmy, now that you say that, it's kind of weird. I'm looking now at I found a leaked. I have right here a leaked list of the banned words, and it's weird. There's this weird sequence of banned words that says, I guess some words like "help me, I'm trapped in this subreddit" are banned words. You can't. I wonder why they would put that.
It was really annoying because they banned the word subreddits. Now we can't even freaking find it.
I mean, the word "me" was literally banned. That's just the worst.
Ugh.
It's pretty intense.
Yeah.
That's it's just really,
that's basically the subreddit.
I love.
What's a word that would they could ban and then no one says it for the entire week? There's not no. They ban the word cucumber.
The latest one was captain.
Cactus.
Captain.
Oh, captain. Because how often would someone say? Are there people testing it? They're like, man, I sure hope that I don't have to use my overalls today. And they try to test what the word is on the.
Yeah, it's I
insert proper noun.
Yeah, a real life scenario where there's a big laser beam and somebody walks through. He goes, man, I sure hope I have a really great weekend while I'm wearing my dungarees.
Dungarees.
That's the thing. I love those I guess hold on. Sorry, let me take a step back. How long if one word Well, I mean, I asked a stupid. I was gonna ask a really stupid question.
Oh, well, now you have to ask it.
Come out with
Come on, now you gotta ask it.
It's not what I meant, but it's how my brain thought it out. It was gonna say,
Dude, you don't explain it. You ask the question.
if everyone in the world forgot, if everyone collectively forgot one word in the English language, how long do you think it would take them to notice? But then I realized that it would be never, because
Yeah.
they forgot the word.
They forgot it.
I forgot
like-
it, Liam. That's
like
a
if-
stupid question.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry.
Man, I took my
Yeah.
water out of the fridge and it was in that solid hard form. You know, that crystallized.
What was that again?
I wish we had like a word for. Oh my god!
Now, do
I
you think
used to
you-
know a word for this.
Now, how long do you think it would take for you to be able to convince people that the word was that we had lost a word? Like that never happened. Like you just convince everyone that like Flembo was a word we used to use all the time, and it was taken away from the language. You're like, I
like-
swear Flembo is real.
Like Flembo,
It'd be like the
Flembo had to
Mandela
have been like a
effect, people.
common word too. Like this person is adamant that everybody said Flembo. Like that's not like an accidental one.
Yeah,
Everybody
so,
said
like,
it.
everyone was at the water cooler. I was like, oh man, that Steve really is a regular Flembo, and everyone would
Right?
laugh. It was a commonplace joke.
That'd be a really good Twilight Zone episode where everyone in the world forgets a word except for one guy.
Yeah,
and
I can,
it's
see,
Flembo.
I can see Rod Stewart scene when he's just there. And he's like, in a world where a guy remembers a word that doesn't really matter anymore and it's gone, and that's like the whole premise. That's it.
Okay, but also like let's
It's
take
like
it one step
Spoon or
further.
something.
Let's take
And
it one
that-
step further. How fucking nuts would this guy look running around saying that everybody said Flembo? Like,
It's real. Flembo's real.
say my word.
In this universe, he is the only man alive, and that word is Flembo.
Yeah, Liam, can you give me a reading of the opening monologue to That Twilight Zone? Here, me and Jimmy will act out the scene before where it cuts to him. All right, you ready?
Okay.
Okay, man, Jimmy, what a day at the office, huh?
Oh yeah, it's pretty crazy. If only I knew a word to describe how crazy it is.
Oh, I'd say it's a pretty Flembo day.
Yeah, I'd say.
You are entering a world not only of sight but of sound. Every day you listen to words like cat and divorce. But what would happen if everyone forgot a word that you did not forget? And that word is Flembo.
He doesn't even
It's a
say
pretty
this is the
fucking
Twilight.
stupid
All right,
episode.
two things. You didn't say this is the Twilight Zone. And
fuck.
and two, why when I said, man, this sure is a Flembo day, Jimmy just said, yup, I'd say it is too. Which means that the world knew what Flembo was, or this was just
No, this is the prequel. It's the prequel the day
I
before
was-
the accident.
the day before
I
the
thought Liam was the guy who didn't know what Flembo was. I mean, who knew what Flembo was, and
what Jimmy did was a very regular reaction. Because in real life, if someone said, "Man, that sure is a Flembo day," you wouldn't be like, "What's Flembo?" You just be like, "Yeah, sure."
Sure, buddy.
Quickly googling Flembo under his desk.
You'd be like, whatever.
Maybe-
Like, the guy who remembers Flembo would just become the sickest guy in the office because he made some new slang. Like, it would be, no one would be like, "What do you mean, Flembo?"
Yeah, no, it just turns out that like Jimmy is like really like he's not good with confrontation, and so he was just like, "Yep, Flembo," and he just went with it forever.
It's like he's a man who knows a word that everyone else has forgotten, and he's also the most confident man in the world. So no one ever points it out to him, and it's a regular day for him every single day.
Yeah, no, and it shows like the people like when he leaves, like it's like his neighbors, like he went over for a family dinner and then he leaves, and like the people are like they're like looking at their blinds, they're like, John, what the fuck is he talking
Who the
about?
fuck is Flembo? I was like, I don't know, but he's the most confident man in the office. You better not squander this moment for me.
Do not ruin this for me, Sheila.
Embarrass me.
What the hell is Flembo? Sir, it's the President of the United States on the phone. It's like, yeah, all right, put him on. It's like, what is Flembo? And they're like, oh, God.
My Flembo Americans.
And with that, we wrap. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Buried Podcast. I'm doing the outro today.
Wait, we have to vote, you poopy.
I was kidding. Go ahead.
You.
All right, let's put
All right.
vote.
To
I'm voting
recap,
for
I was one
Penguin
word band.
Oh yeah,
I was reaction videos.
And I was Club Penguin Online.
I was Nuggets with Executor and the long Furbies. I guess you know what? Those had a theme. They both had long necks. Pat on the back for
There you go.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna vote for Club Penguin Online. I think it's a
Penguin
very
Gate.
interesting story.
Club Penguin Online.
I think I will also vote for Club Penguin Online.
Dylan, do you have an acceptance speech?
I'm voting for Flembo. My Flembo Americans. Fuck the guy who was the pedophile. Fuck that guy.
Okay.
Great moral judge. Remember, we here at Buried Podcast hate pedophiles.
I want to stress this.
That's a
say it
statement.
enough.
That's a statement that raises more questions when you say it. If you had to go out of your way to be like, "We hate pedophiles," you're like, "Why did you say that? Why did you feel the need to say that?"
If you could take away anything from this podcast, is that pedophiles are bad.
All right. So yeah, that's our episode. That's our show. We got a email. It's buriedpodcast@gmail.com. We got a website. It's buriedpodcast.com. It's great. Send us topics. Send us things to review. Just send us questions, comments, concerns. We love to hear from you. Also, should we plug My Town or should we not?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, so we got a new podcast coming out, but don't worry, it's not freeform talking. It is a scripted comedy podcast. It is a well-written. It's created by a guy named Declan Grogan. It's got all of us in it.
Mysterious Man.
Yeah, and it's 11 episodes. It's gonna be released out the summer. It's about a kid in the Upper Peninsula, and he wants you to come to his town. But there's a little secret.
Little secret.
Little secret. There's a story develops.
Declan, I guess you could say that something is buried.
And it's got to be unburied. Yeah, it's actually basically the Buried Podcast. It's
the musical. We're
it's
singing.
the musical. But it's going to be a good time. I'm super excited for it. It's going to be released May 25th, so when this episode comes out, it'll probably already be out. Go check it out, My Town. It's a blast. We're really looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Woo-woo.
Yeet.
Yeet. And as always, I'm Declan Grogan.
I'm Flembo.
What does that mean?
Dylan, you big Flembo, you stole my joke.
Thank
Go
you. And good night.
blow yourself.
Whoa, Declan.
That's what it
Whoa,
means.
Dylan,
That's what it means.
that's a Flem blow.
I'm going to bed.